Hello, my friends. Okay, so Aries Sun, Aries Rising. Um, this is going to be for the planetary weather roundup, weather report for August 23 to 27. And we're going to talk about what's really happening in the middle of the week. So, Mercury has been in Virgo. In your sixth house. So Mercury is thinking, thoughts, communications, writing, analysis in Virgo, analysis, details, numbers, exact facts. There's no if, ands, or buts. It's just Mercury and Virgo. What are the facts? And that is good. We want like a fully charged up Mercury at working with all systems go. That is great. He has been in your sixth house of health, of possible getting over health issues. It also has to do with hard work or service that you do to the world, for the world, in the world. But then it also has to do with maybe small animals or people who work under you. It's mostly things about health, though, and service. Okay, so that has been happening there, giving you a very clear dose of like sorting, possibly getting a little manic about things, like because of this, so much to do. Like, I've got to sort so much, I've got to analyze so much, there's so many facts, there's so many numbers. But now with this opposition happening today and tomorrow with Neptune in your 12th, Neptune is not about facts. Neptune is like that light behind me, and it's wow, it's so magical. It's like this magical light. But then you clear it up and you're like, no, it's just this glare coming off of the door. So Neptune doesn't show us facts. Neptune does not show us truth. Neptune shows us beauty and the highest potential of like love. But it can be dangerous. It's in your 12th house. So this is your house of taking a moment away from the world to be alone, removing yourself from daily, worldly, mundane kind of tasks or concerns to go into a deep psychological delve. It's almost like the house of mental health or something like that, of your psychological underpinnings. And I would be careful not to I hope that some Aries risings are listening, or Aries sun listening to this, because it can be rough to have Neptune there, and just because you could be looking at things going, oh my God, this is so bad. Or, oh my God, this is so great. Whatever it is, it's not really real. It's the glare and the lights. I'm thinking of this whole weekend into next week as lights, camera, action. And this is like the lights, camera, where it's like, oh, it's dazzling and it's shot at this beautiful angle. This can be good for that kind of stuff. Beautiful, poetic art, dance, writing, songs, film, all of that stuff. That's Mercury, Neptune. That's great. But it's not good for finding the facts, signing on the dotted line, making sure you know everything, because you don't. Neptune dissolves, and it's like this light. And then once Neptune goes away, you're like, oh, now I see it clearly. So I would just be careful about like taking on too much, either thinking it's too horrible or too amazing, because it's not going to be showing you the truth, whatever it is. Now, Mercury is still in your sixth, of health, of possible service you do to the world, give to the world, is going to be then in a few days making a nice trine. So it's cooperative and cohesive and good to Pluto in Capricorn in your 10th. So if the Neptune stuff was like camera, like let's dazzle the crowd with this like camera trick and the angle that looks good, Pluto in Capricorn in your 10th is like, look, let's just get down to business here. Pluto is like taking a gigantic spotlight and just shining it on your sixth house in a helpful way, and showing like, look, this is what's going on. This is the psychological underpinning. This is the bedrock here. And it's coming from this truthful help, coming from your 10th house of career and of public standing, how people see you in the world. So this is like, I feel this is like a very good situation this week, where you might start off the week feeling out of balance. What is going on? What is real? And then by that trine with Pluto by Thursday, it really helps you solidify maybe in too much of a, whoa, that was too much, but it will show you the truth, like Pluto shows you the truth. Like it's just like uncover the rock and put a spotlight on it. Um, and it's a trine though, so that is helpful. It's not like a jagged thing. It's more of like, let's work together and do this, so it's good. So that is great, and that is, yeah, good help and kind of factual under, the bedrock of truth coming from your 10th house of career and public standing. It's just it's an enlightened kind of moment compared to the sort of drug-induced haze that the earlier part of the week could be. Um, yeah, so and then what I want to say is like next week Mars will be going through these points of opposing Neptune and then trining Pluto. So what we're doing this week is like the mental stuff of it, of going, oh, okay, I guess I see. But then next week is all, oh, and now I take action. I'm gonna call this whole thing lights, camera, action, because it's like the camera is like so dazzling, but then the light is like, no, this is the floodlight, like let's show the reality. And then next week is like, okay, how do we take action? How do we get our will to go up and, get up and go and do something here? So that is what I'm telling people. And I hope that this week is illuminating for you, Aries and Aries rising. And I will be back next week with more. Thank you.